It's thinking about it. You're live, saying that I'm live. Welcome to Lawnporn Live, a live stream about lawns and how to get a good one. Hopefully this is the start of the show. I'm having a bit of fun with the program as per usual. Hey, if you are watching and it looks like I've got 3 viewers, just let me know that you can hear me and you can see me. So I'll just write that. Let me know you can hear me. So, and I'll see if that comes up on my stream thing too. Yes, it does. So I can use my studio thing. That's good. So how's your week been, guys? Let me know if you can hear me in the comments there, the live comments. That'd be great. Mick likes cats. Mick's always into it. He likes the pussycats. All right, cool. Loud and clear. Thanks, Mark. Excellent. So I'm totally live. Look, another crazy week of lawn porn. Finally got the school project done. It was a massive task, and there's still some things I've got to do there. Didn't get much filming done, but I have got enough stuff to make a video about it. I just haven't had the time to edit the vid, because Thursday, Friday, I went back to work, which meant, all my day was at work again, and yeah, that was busy. Saturday, I had an excellent time going to Golden Grove, Garden Grove at Golden Grove. It's a bit of a mouthful to say. Lou and Dave and Ken and everybody there really looked after me. I got a couple of free coffees out of it, which was nice. But I was there from 10 till 12, a little bit later as well. About 100 odd people came. It was pretty amazing, and I just gave heaps of advice, answered heaps of questions, met lots of really cool people. And Lou, anytime that you want me there on a weekend to chat to your customers, mate, I'm totally happy to do that. That was just amazing. So we stayed in Adelaide for Saturday night because we were really pooped. After all of that, we went to Adelaide and had a bit of a look, and we had lunch at Brunelli's, and we had tea at Palazzo's at North Adelaide. So that was really good. And we went to bed pretty early on the Saturday night, and then got up and came home and straight into it. And I did that video that I dropped today. I've been meaning to do a short little video, almost like an ad for the Lawnporn products. I put everything in there instead of Instagreen. I think Instagreen, I'll concentrate on that when it's in the middle autumn sort of thing. So how is everybody? Hey Jacko, he's there. Troy hears me. Sound is good. Thanks, Jason. Hey Matt, my cat Jane says hi. Hello, Jane. Right, we'll answer that question, Tony. Matt, is charger available now? No, it's not. It'll start hitting the shops probably about Wednesday, Thursday this coming week. I don't know which ones exactly, but I'll try and find out. But I mean, like last time with the Instagram, there was a few mower shops that got it first before anybody, and I didn't know anything about it, and I only found out about it because people were saying, hey, this place has got Instagram, what do you think? And that's how that sort of worked. So sometimes the information is a little bit slow getting to me, and I'm tied up with other things. But look, it will start landing in the shops around about Wednesday, Thursday next week. Like with the Instagram, there was a labelling problem, and that was the reason for the hold up, and a few other things, which always seems to be the way. So, but man, what a product! It's full on. I just did a quick video of some grooming that I did tonight, just before I did this doing this video. So really just slamming as much content as I can, much information to get it out to you. And the charger is just an amazing product. Really forces that growth when you want it, and when you do want it is just after a renovation, when you're about 50% full, and you think, yep, just really get into the rest of it, and it's done well there. It's anytime you really want to surge your growth, thicken up your plant a bit, and also good for winter time when you need to force that little bit of growth, because let's face it, sometimes you get a little bit extra thatchy areas, and you do a mow, and you got one section that's doesn't look too good, a bit of thatch exposed, well, that's when you can get to it with Charger, force that little bit of growth to cover it up. So it's sort of a when you need it, and at the sort of the levels that I'm doing at the moment, which is 3 mil, I want to force the growth. Now thin it back with grooming to thicken it up again, and I'll explain that a bit later in this video. I'll just see if there's any more questions. Hi Matt, it's Marinos Soukalis. How's it going, mate? He's a big fan. He's been Jacko Soy, do you sell individual hat? If you do, can you send me one? I can send you one, mate. Go to PM Lawnporn and give us your address, mate, and I'll see what I've got. Don't have much left because I gave away a whole heap of hats at Garden Grove. All right, Mark Stroth, when you're coming to Sydney, Flower Power around I think they've got like 11 or 12 stores around New South Wales are asking me to come, so they're working out the details of that, and sort of like the way Amgrow sort of runs it for me is that they try and tie it in when they're doing maybe a special or something else, or have some sort of special event, rather than just me being there and g'day or whatever. It's got to fit in with what I'm doing as well, which is pretty full on. We're trying to obviously negotiate our way through the US deal at the moment, so that does take a bit of time. All right, but I'd love to meet you, Mark, and that'd be great. As soon as I know my dates, I'll come out and tell them, because I want to meet as many people as I can, and that'd be great. Okay, Troy, have lots of winter grass growing. It's very frustrating. It seems to be growing more than the Tiff Tuff. Should I spray them, pull them out, or just use something in winter next year? Troy, if the winter grass is fairly mature, it's not going to do too well to a post-emergent treatment like winter grass killer. Pull them out. They'll die off soon anyway, as the summer comes along. However, next March, get the embargo down and you won't get them again. All right, cool. What do you suggest? This is from Aaron. What would you suggest to get I think that's to get a lawn looking nice and green for Christmas. I'm trying to keep my nan and keep my nan and pop. Anyway, yes. Look, if you follow my program that I do, I'll be doing a summer program, and so the spring program is really about getting it into the best condition, mostly using Launch and Root Builder, which is Launch is a nice balanced fertilizer. Root Builder is a kelp which will make your root system triple its mass over time, so making a more efficient plant with water and better at getting nutrients, hence a better plant. So the idea with Christmas coming up, and my summer program is very Christmas focused, is that we get it in the best condition, no thatch throughout the spring, and then we start adding green light, which is a nitrogen iron fertilizer. It doesn't cause surge growth. It's got like, I think, was it 6 iron in it, and using that will give you that dark deep green. And that's what we do. I also do an early summer aerate, which my lawn's in good nick, and it's just an aerate. I don't do any mowing as such, and I'm just filling in the holes with sand, and it recovers within a week basically, because it's running that fast. So then it's all good. At I think Heidi's just come in. It's gone past the door. That's good. She was out shopping with Mum. So get it in the best condition, and then we really hit the green light at higher strength, and that will get it in its super nick. So that's my answer there, Aaron. Is the spring program suitable for Kikuyu? John Richardson certainly is, and many other grass types as well. He's following it at the moment. Lives in Perth, about 3 weeks behind. Do you need to groom kikuyu? No, you really don't need to groom kikuyu. You can vertically cut it to thin it out a bit. It's always a good thing to do. But grooming the blades are very fine and very, very close. And grooming in the sense for what I'm doing on my Tiff Tough Cooch, and it's a little bit hard to show you here and sort of explain it. So, okay, so it vertically cuts the grass, where other mowers like your cylinders and your rotary mowers cut horizontally. This is actually vertically cutting. So what it's doing is it's pulling up a bit of thatch, which is sitting underneath the canopy. Grooming doesn't actually hit the ground. It's just a couple of millimetres above the ground, and it's hard to find the sweet spot with mine because it's like 3 mil at the moment, but I did find it. I did pull up a little bit of dirt from time to time. That's just because of a little bit of unevenness, but anyway, digress. Get back to the point. It'll pull up a little bit of thatch, but it actually pulls up lateral runners. So these are the lateral runners that sort of get underneath your canopy, and then they start crossing over each other, and that's a bit of a problem. We want to chop them out simply because it thins out that plant a bit. It'll cause less thatch with them out of there. But what we're also trying to do at the same time with that cut is cut at the top of the grass, of the canopy of the grass. So what will happen with that cut that you get at the top of the grass blade is that it'll produce more grass blades. It sort of like thickens up the top of the canopy. So you're grooming, and you sort of do that once a fortnight. You're thinning it out to thicken it up, and as you'll see and if you're following our program, plant growth regulator then comes into the equation, and I'll speak a little bit about that in a second as well. So anyway, so why don't you groom? I should have really said why don't you groom kikuyu, because it's thicker. It's a different sort of setup. But like I said, vertically cutting kikuyu at times will really neaten that up quite well. You would probably want something like a verticular blade. You just don't want to. Go into your soil much, or at all, should I say? That's more of a verticutting thing. That's more of a, it is a sort of a thatch maintenance tool, but it's also verticutting that goes into the soil profile. You fill up with a little bit of sand, and it's also a little bit of a tactic. So it's like a very light scarify. It's, I suppose, a way of saying it, verticutting. So that's the difference between verticutting and grooming. Verticutters will have less blades. They'll be a little bit wider apart. They'll be a bit thicker to deal with going into that ground that little bit. Groomer blades are very, very thin. They wouldn't last long if they were hitting the ground, put it that way. So, and they're very, very close together. So when I do groom, I go one way, the other way, 90 degrees to that, and then 45 degrees to the way that I was going before, and go both ways. So I go like one, 2, 3, 4 different directions. It's really just chops it up. Okay, and I will put out that video sometime during the week when I get a chance. Okay. V8 Sora, yes, I will do some Lawnporn shirts in the future. I think I did see a message from you or some others. I've got to get onto What's in a Name and order some more. Yes, I'm only down to a couple of smalls, a medium, a couple of 3XLs and stuff like that. So I've got to get onto it and get some more merch for sure. Tank tops as well, I think, and some pink ones for the ladies, I think would look really good. All right. Also, Matt, you're going to look at doing pre-emergence. Yes, I do pre-emergence. I know that the thing is for summer grass and everything, and people start doing their pre-emergence now. I am a little bit I'm a little bit in the camp of that I leave that till quite late. There's a couple of reasons why. One of the reasons is, for some reason, I don't get the early germination. It just doesn't happen around this area. But the other reason is that I want my roots a bit deeper and a bit more established before I start hitting with pre-emergence. There are pre-emergents you can get that don't have root shearing effects, but the one that I do have, Embargo, does have a root shearing effect, and I just want to just wait till the latest. I've got a small area, so if I have a bit of crabgrass that comes up, summer grass or something like that, I can just dig it out. It's not an issue for me. Everything's pretty desert and dead here anyway. We don't tend to get that much in the way of the summer weeds in the case of summer grass and stuff like that. So I don't seem to have much of that here. Bo wants to say hi. He's an up and coming lawnie. Hello, Bo. How you going? Get your lawn on, mate. Yeah. There's a shout out for you. Cool. No worries. I'm glad you're enjoying that, mate. And yes, the Antrid video, that has gone absolutely mental, and I got a few people to thank for that. Firstly, the bloke that sent it in, and I did thank him when that was. It was on the chat, and I had another friend of mine, Clinton. He said, "Oh, you got to get that ant video on your page. It's on your wall." I'm like, "Huh?" I didn't have a clue what he was talking about. I was looking. I said, "What ant video, man? I can't see it." He goes, "Oh, it's on your chat." So I went and checked out the chat. As soon as I saw it, wow! I just laughed my guts out. I watched it like 30 times, and if you look at the bottom left of the video, around about 10 seconds in, you'll see this bug that sort of like walking along the ground, and it actually goes behind the bloke that blows up his lawn. And when it blows up, a chunk of like dirt hits this bug that's behind this bloke at the time, and then it starts scurrying back from the way it came. Go look at it again and check it out. It's quite funny. But yeah, that video is a scream, and like it was 38 minutes in, and it had been shared 402 times. Surely that can't be just from my channel. That must be other shares. So I think that video is doing the viral thing, and I'll let the guy know. I named the guy that sent it in, and the video's up on my thing twice. Stephen, I can't remember his name. I'm just so busy, So like I did that, and then I did my grooming stuff and record my grooming vid. You'll see that during the week. So, are ants in lawn a bad thing? Well, they can be if they if you're using the area. But you're talking about, are they bad for the lawn itself? I haven't really seen that they affect the lawn as such. I think it's more an environmental thing of, we want to use the area. We don't want to have ants. So, they dig into the ground and they, aerate the ground a bit, I suppose. For me, getting rid of ants, I've just always bought ant rid and got rid of them that way. Usually about 2 or 3 goes of it, because they sort of, all piss off and they all come back into the same place again. So you have to give it a couple of goes till they get the idea of maybe we don't want to be doing this anymore and we don't want to live here anymore, and they move on. So that's how I've got it. Yes, Jacko. I'm trying to do live videos at 8 every day. I was a little bit behind today, probably by about 3 or 4 minutes. I had technical issues, and I'm going to have a look once I finish this video, because I might have quite an interesting start to the video. I didn't say anything rude or anything like that, but I didn't think I was live, and one thing was saying I was live and one thing wasn't, so I have to sort that one out. All right, John Richardson. Next question: best height for cutting kick with a cylinder mower, and you say only water twice a week for 1.5 hours. Do you water in the summer on hot days if you know it's going to be a scorcher? Okay, John. I get this question a lot, actually, especially at this time of year, the water bit. But kick with a cylinder mower, you're looking at that 20 to 30 mil range is really, really, really nice. It all depends on how much, I suppose lateral action and obviously thatch and everything else that you've got. But assuming you've done a renovation, some people get it really low. I think it takes away from the kick beauty a bit. I mean, it's a lot thicker in nature. It's got wider leaf blades and everything as well. I think when you get down that really low, you sort of you're losing the effects of the stripes and everything. If you like your striping going both ways, I do. Some people like the carpet effect and all mowing the one way, but that 20 to 30 mil gives you that nice little bit of play. It's much easier, and it's within the range of your normal cylinder mowers. Although your Scotties at your 30 mil, that's up pretty high. So yeah, 20 to 30 mil. Now, in regards to watering, yes, 2 deep waters a week is. And look, why we do deep watering and we do the deep watering in the early morning, assuming your soil is taking it in. Your soil's got to be well managed and everything else. But we're trying to get the water deep into the soil profile to force the roots to go down deeper into the soil profile. And when the water's deeper into the soil profile, it won't get hit so much with evaporation. Basically, we're trying to get the lawn drought tolerant. I mean, we live in Australia, so we want to be using water as effectively as we can. Now, we've got things like soil wetters that can help us keep that water at the root zone and spread it out evenly. Moist is our product. There are others, but Moist is the one that obviously we promote because we're Lawnporn. But it is a very, very good product. There are others, but you got your choices and everything like that. But basically, and I'll answer the third part of the question in a minute. But think of a car and its fuel tank. You're doing, say, 800 kilometers a week, say, and what would you prefer to be doing? Would you prefer to be, driving for, 50 k's and then have to put $5 in it, and another 50 k's, put another $5 in it, another 50 k's, put another $5 in it, and constantly stopping at the petrol station? Or would you prefer to fill it up to the brim, do your driving, do your 800 kilometers, and go, oh, yep, I need to go get fuel before I run out? And that's what we're trying to do with the lawn. So that's why we're watering deeply. Now, in regards to your scorcher, your scorching temperatures, I could probably match that. We had 52 one day here in Port Augusta earlier this year, 52 degrees, and I didn't water, and it was fine. And that's because summer or warm season grasses can take that. So long as that the water is in the soil. So it'll handle it. So that's my answer to that question. So in regards to, all right, 1 to 2 times a week deep watering, you'll like say a deep water in 2 days, 3 days later, it's 40 degrees. You should be right. Hope that answers your question. Cool. Right. What else have we got? What are your thoughts on humic products and organics? My thoughts are that it all helps. The humics are very, very popular in the lawn scene at the moment. I haven't used it a heck of a lot, but I used to use the Neutral Go-Go juice at Wyler, and that's got humic acid, seaweed, kelp, all sorts of things, and it's for soil health, and making your plant able to use the chemicals better as well. So yeah, it's good. If you're looking for a cheap option, Nutrog's Go-Go Juice, it's pretty easy to use. It's like $20. There's other humic options. Some people put it in their mix every time that they do some sort of treatment to their lawn. I don't think you have to go too overboard with it. Look, my area is a desert sand area. It's just crappy, and I only just started using it again. I've used it once. I'll use it at the start of this month when I put my moist down. Start of the next month, should I say? Once a month, and it's pretty hard to see what the difference is. But I think my lawn's a bit more better for it. So I haven't got any A/B test experiments as such, but humic, I would add it to your program if you feel that you need it, and it's good. All right. Okay, hi Matt. Following your program, this is Dave McNamara. I've got some sort of upgrade personal offer sort of thing coming up here it's for my protection program. That's all right. Sorry, I'm yabbering, aren't I? Dave McNamara. Hi Matt. Following your program, having awesome results, but only have an Ego rotary mower on Kikuyu. Is a cylinder mower an option for Kikuyu? Look, it'll produce a cleaner cut. It will it'll give you the line effect if that's what you're after. It's the Ego mower is brilliant. I love it. I'm getting mine in the next week or so. Not the mower, should I say? I'm not getting the mower. I'm getting the power load trimmer. My lawn is 3 mil. The Ego mower won't touch it at present. I think they do have one that goes down that low, but I wouldn't use a rotary that low anyway. But anyway, getting back to your thing, yes, Kikuyu can be done with a cylinder mower. It will look nice. It will look, done right. It'll look nice. You'll get the lines and everything like that, which you won't get with the Ego, obviously, unless you've got some sort of weight that you can pull behind the Ego. We did actually on the Ego site ask the question, is there anything like that? We didn't really get any replies. I think we did that on one of the American forums or something like that. I'm sure there's something out there, but I haven't seen anything in Australia. But do realise that with a cylinder mower on Kikuyu, you'll have the same thing that everybody has. It'll be, one, it'll cost more. 2, it'll be more maintenance, and that's something you really got to figure in. Is it worth it? If you've got a great rotary mower and you're cutting it, cutting your Kikuyu at 20-25 mil, and it's looking great, then really think about, say, if we're talking a newish cylinder mower, $1,500, $2,000, $2,500, maybe more, depending on what you want. You get a cleaner cut, you'll get lines, but you'll have to do your blades every growing season, which is $100 or so or something for a grind. I mean, if you have a stone or something in your Kikuyu and you hit it, you wreck your bottom blade, you wreck one of your blades. You have to do a grind again and replace a bottom blade, and it can really be quite high maintenance. Where the Ego, you just got your battery and you just go, and it just does it. We're really impressed with that gear, and battery is taking over the scene, and it's easy to see why. So if the missus will allow you, man, and you want some of the, because there is a bit to it. You have to sort of find your height, and when you got a problem, you have to fix it. And there's always adjusting the blades as well. That takes time and everything like that. Your blades will go out of adjustment, and if you really want to get into it, things like what is it? Not grinding. Backlapping. I couldn't think of the word. Backlapping and stuff like that. So there's that more bit dedication. There's more complexity. There's more money. There's more fixing it. There's more adjusting it. Do you have the time? Will the missus let you have $2,500, David? I don't know. So anyway, I'll leave it at that. And like cylinder mowers aren't the be all and end all of everything. Certainly they've got a nicer cut, but it does come with pitfalls. And the on the other side, rotary mowers, and you could still get a low cut look, with a rotary mower. Just one up notch extra up. I'm not just talking Kaiku, I'm talking other lawn types as well. Nice sharp blades, nice and powerful. Job's done, put it away. And there's less hassle to it. So but you don't get lines. You don't get lines, and you don't get that scissor like cut. So because it's slashing away. So that's the difference. All right. Hey Benjamin Ace, get your lawn on. Thanks, man. Cheers. Marty, how can I afford to water 2 times a week? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Jacko Soy, make sure you check your emails. Yeah, I'm a little bit behind on my emails at the moment, Jacko. So I'm going to start hitting them tonight. I've just been flat out with the school project and flat out with getting down to Garden Grove. It's a 700k round trip for me, which just kills a day, basically. And we're up very early in the morning on the Saturday, so yeah. And sooner or later, one time we've got to have some time for ourselves. So, all right, I will check that email anyway, Jacko. Got some happy faces, which is always nice. Toro do a roller for their mower, does a pretty good job. Tony Payne. Yeah, I've seen the videos of it, and yeah, there's all right. There's also, and I can't remember the brand of it. There's this mower that rotary mower that has a roller on the back instead of the 2 little back wheels, and I can't remember what brand that is. And they do sell them here in Australia, and I just can't think of the name of it. And yeah, I thought they were pretty interesting. Powered, obviously. So that was interesting as well. Okay, what can you use to get rid of weeds in new turf? 6 weeks old. Okay, depends what new turf you've got. Have you got buffalo? Have you got cooch? Have you got kikuyu? Look at the weeds there. There are selective herbicides on our website, www.lawnpornonline.com. Hit the problem solver section, hit weeds. If you know the weed type, have a look. But you've also got to look at the directions, because you've got new turf down 6 weeks. Whether you can use that selective or not on turf that isn't established. Very important. Okay, water's expensive in Adelaide, Australia. Water's expensive everywhere, so that's why we need to use water effectively and efficiently. Irrigation, soil wetting, soil management, irregular early morning watering, deeply. That's the tricks. These people that water every day, you're not doing your lawn any good. You're making it actually more weak, because the roots aren't going down to the ground. All right. Thanks, Matt. You're the best, man. Love your videos. Thank you. Thank you, Jacko. Now, getting back to the grooming, I do have a grooming video explaining it. Now, I'm going to try and find it. How about that? While I'm talking to you. So get onto YouTube. I also got a bunch of videos about, actually I might share this one, a bunch of videos about making my groomer. And speaking about making my groomer, see this? I got this from Trident Mowers. I got it off of eBay. It's $39. Trident Mowers, or their Trident lawn mowers, are in Western Australia, and this will replace the sole plate. I've got the sole plate on mine sometimes when the lawn's just that little bit long or a little bit uneven, the sole plate will actually catch onto the grass, and that this will make sure that it clears it. So it's just a replacement. Okay, I'm yabbering. I'll go to playlists on Lawnporn lawn care tips, and I reckon I've got a beautiful playlist called Making a Groomer. And video number 5 is about what is grooming. So what I'll do is I will share this playlist. Do you think I can find? Is there a? Oh, hang on. If I do this, all right. Control C, and come back to live streaming. I will enter it in here. And yeah, if you click on that link, you'll get onto my Making a Groomer. I made one out of a 45. Some parts from Golf and Bowling Machinery in Victoria. It's another good company to follow. Yeah, cool. No worries. Dave McNamara, awesome. Thanks for the great advice. The missus doesn't get it. Yeah, it's funny that some of the ladies just don't get our obsession with lawn. But hey, look, there's worse things, isn't there? All right, so yeah, so getting back to those videos that I've just popped up. I've got part 1, Making a Groomer. If you want to see the grooming blade a real assembly, you can look at the second video in the series. But then there's Making a Groomer Part 2, Making a Groomer Part 3, because there was quite a bit to it. I was trying to be as detailed and as helpful with my videos as possible. And then there's this What is Grooming video, which maybe I can... no, I'll just have to go to it and share it this way. What is Grooming? And gives you a fairly good idea about what it is. It's back in the Weiler days. All right, I'll just share this video here. Pop that up. So hopefully those 2 videos, the one being the playlist and the other one being the video, gives you a bit of an idea what's going on there. I'll go back to my channel again, and let's see if I can find another video on it, because I'm pretty sure I did another one maybe like a year ago or something like that. So just having a bit of a look. 9 months ago. Geez, 9 months ago. Starting from scratch at Port Augusta, week 2. Jeez. Starting from scratch at Port Augusta 9 months ago. Wow. Goodbye, Weiler, 10 months ago. Wow. It's just, it's just amazing. Man, been here a year already. Although I have been here officially from 2016, but I used to travel every day from Weiler. First image, I can't seem to find any others. I thought I had another one there. When I'm looking for it, I can't find it. No, it's that one that I did before. What is grooming? I'll just make sure it's the same one. Yeah, it is. It's the one with Heidi enjoying Weiler. So, yeah, get into that video. I reckon there's a bit that I do... no, I'm just talking about it. There's a bit that I do where I did some diagrams in the video. Do you think I can find it now? No, of course not. Maybe it was called... I know what it was called. And this is very important because now I remember that the circle of the Lomo. That's a very, very important to... it's called Top 3 Tips for the Lomo. Top 3 tips for the lawnmower. Top 3 tips for the Lomo. Sounds like I was saying tits. Probably did. Okay, get your gander around this video. I'll put it on the live stream. LV. And hopefully that last video, will help you out. So the top 3 tips of the Lomo, right, is grooming. This is talking about cooch, right? Grooming to get rid of that thatch extra laterals and cut the top of the plant to make more growing points so it thickens up. Okay, so grooming and then plant growth regulator. Mowing and plant growth regulator. Okay, so you've got to mow it after you've groomed it, obviously. And then plant growth regulator. And what plant growth regulator does is stops the vertical growth. Well, it doesn't stop it, it lessens it, should I say, being exact. And pushes that growth to more lateral growth. So make it thicken up. So then you've got to thin it out with the grooming again. Mow it low. PGR. Look. So you can see the circle that's going on. So you're thinning it out with your grooming. You're maintaining your height with your mower. Your plant growth regulator is, in a very rough sense, stopping it from growing up and just making it thicken up laterally instead. So then you got to thin it out again. So it works as a bit of a circle. Well, anyway, I think I've yabbered long enough on this video. I hope I haven't bored you too much. I got to get back to the family and doing what I can for the family and getting ready for work tomorrow morning, Monday. Oh well, it's part of my life, and that's the way it is. I've only got about 15 odd more years, and I won't have to work anymore. I get a bit of a relax. That's cool. I'm looking forward to that. All right. Hope you have a good week. I'll catch up on messages. I'll pump out some more videos during the week and just drop them. So if you're not on hashtag Lawnporn Live, hashtag Lawnporn Lawn Care Tips, being this channel that I'm broadcasting from now, give us a like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notified when I drop a video. Otherwise, keep your eyes on the Facebook page. That's lawnporn.com facebook.com/lawnporn0. It's like lawn porno, but anyway, I'll just say 0 so it's not sounding like a porno. I'm yabbering, I'm tired, I've got to go. All right, catch you later and get your lawn on. See you next week.